thank you, thank you. Welcome to 1607. So there are three things about this play that are really cool. One is that it was commissioned locally, which, you know, in today's dwindling arts resources, that's a good way to support your local artists, hire them to do things. The second thing is that Chip Fortier wrote this from excerpts from the actual accounts of the colonists about their adventures in the New World. And the third thing is that it took place right here. John Smith wrote that they first landed on the southern tip of the Bay of Chesapeake. So here we are, on the dunes where they first landed. We don't know any closer than this. So, oh yeah, by the way, even though I don't know what they are because I'm a colonist, turn off your cell phones and your beeping things. Some people imagine because they're outdoors that it's okay to use them, but it's not. What a day, what a day. Okay, all these dropping things, they'll just blow over.
Yep,
they'll only get you a little bit down. So, in the fall of 1606, the Virginia Company sent out an expedition to colonize the New World. Now, it was not the first expedition that ever came to the New World, but it was the first one that survived. So, this is it. You're sitting where America started. They landed right here. We had provisions for 6 months, and the plan was to get over here in 5 weeks, spend the first batch of months clearing land to plant crops, to harvest by the winter, to see us through the winter. Well, what actually happened was the weather was so bad and the wind was so against us that 6 weeks after we left England, we were still inside of England. It took us 5.5 months to get here. So what that meant was that by the time we arrived, we had eaten our food. We had missed the time that we were going to use to clear land to plant. And that was it. We had a little bit of food left when we got here, and except for the interaction with the Indians, we would have died. All of us. As it is, only most of us died. And the Indians, sometimes they sent us corn and sometimes they killed us. And we never quite figured out exactly why that happened to win. But anyway, that's the situation that we're in now. 5.5 months out of England. So enjoy the show. Thanks.
Bravo!
Yeah, she got it on that building too. Sorry.
It was the year of the intruder.
Year 0. The year that changed all the years born before and all the years born after. Child, this is my life. That is Ohalask, my mother. That is Wawinchapunk, my father. This is my village. Wahun Sinica, called Powhatan, was our great chief. He had the strength of 10 men. A warrior could walk 3 days and not reach the end of his great nation.
Ruroan, Tamahaka, Niho, Tachiakari, Eku Rakahaman.
Oka Ninja was a seer, a man of power. It is said that he knew even the language of the wind. He shared a dream with Powhatan of a rival power rising up out of the east.
Tamatens Ines, Nikunis, Squiso, Mr. Tenawan, Eku Rakahaman.
Where's the wall? Where's the wall?
Winsawo was like no other boy in our village. He had no mother or father, yet his head stood high. His heart was strong like the earth. I knew one day he would be able to feed a large family.
Atamasku, Chichi woman! Eku Rakahaman! P. Huskanor!
Winsawo was ready to become a man. It was time for his Huskanaw. To seek his spirit vision, a boy is taken to a secret location in the forest where he is left without food or water. He must return a man or die.
IT cook at Toskamiski.
My mother and I were sent to find the Jimson weed for the holy man to prepare the dark drink of the souls. My fear and hope fought in my heart as rival tribes. Look to the east and beware.
What's you up for kindling, boy?
You did nothing. Prophet! Prophet! Land ho! Captain Newport, I see land! Make us rum, boys!
Hey, Reb! Nova lousy beef, maggoty bread.
Let your cannons clink, boys, let your cannons clink. Island man is a friend who buys you a drink, so let your cannons clink.
Oh, let your cannons clink, boys, let your cannons clink. Our friend is a man who buys the drink, so let your cannons clink. With indulgence, men, I lift my glass to our fair Captain Newport.
Here, here.
With God's continued favor, we shall beat the Spanish.
Aye! Aye!
More gold than one man can lift!
Those who are not slain by Spanish swords will be swallowed by the fierce savages who will easy eat a man as a stag.
If they were to eat you, Prophet, it would be all tough meat and sour sauce.
We are well equipped with muskets for the Spanish and trinkets for the natural. The difficult work is over.
We are
are here for the glory of God.
Aye.
And the king.
Such robust festivities, and not one of you thinks to invite me! I wasn't able to stop him. Oh, your failure is obvious, boy. We do not drink with men of treason. We hang them.
Do you men go below? Radcliffe, give him one.
Restrict your killing of the enemy, soldier.
Pour him another. I hope your thirst outsmarts your temper.
My loyalty to you is not wavered.
Oh, yes, I invaded it.
You lay me by my heels and condemn me to hang tomorrow for speaking the truth.
It seems, sir, you seek to declare yourself the equal of King James in the new land.
You take up residence in my mind.
Your words were plain and mutinous.
You could have hanged me in England.
Such foresight I regret we did not have.
Are the exaggerated tales of jealous men enough testimony to take my life?
You have defied direct orders, mocked my words in front of subordinates, and now you seek mercy with a splash to my face.
I do not seek mercy.
Ah, then you shall hang.
True mercy is but God's to bestow. We have been blessed with safe ocean passage and the loss of but one soul. John Smith, despite his arrogant nature, is a most honest and industrious gentleman.
He's the son of a dirt farmer.
Give me 5 more like my father, and the rest of you men can return home to your feathered beds and perfumed pillows.
John, your defense is made more strenuous each time your mouth flaps open.
If I did not require every length of twine to patch my sails, I might shut his mouth with a simple stitching.
Captain Smith spits vinegar with every word, but no man here can point to greater accomplishments. I speak that we may be delivered from a foul and general error. Release him, sir.
Insubordination places the entire crew in danger. I will not tolerate it. Captain Smith shall remain in custody. Hilliard, escort him below.
When weak men command, the only measure of competence is when they feel compelled to hang you.
No, then you must be competent indeed, sir.
Aye.
without warning. They came from the east, just as the holy man had said in his dream. All things come together like the river with drum. On this day of battle, our village chief Tomokomo offered in death that which he had hoped to see in life. He had led a great victory which united the people of Chief Powhatan for all time. But nothing is for all time. Powhatan was a man, and men can only counsel with the gods. They can never be gods.
Sons of England, with these steps, we mark our passage into a new era for us all. Beyond this great dune lies the heart of Virginia, a land rich in all that will bring benefit to our king and country. Here is timber, farmland, iron, copper, and gold! Proceed with caution.
They were short beasts with faces full of hair like wild, smelly bears. Each man dressed in the layers of a chief. Their warriors had battle skins like the hard shell of a turtle.
Hey, over here! They left in a hurry.
Oysters as big as your fist.
This might be a trap.
One must learn to discern between a meal and a trap.
Look, savages! The naturals, draw back!
That's it! Come closer and taste this!
The intruders had weapons that made a great thunder and shot a heavy stone half as far as an arrow. The stone would lead a man to a quick death. Runners were sent to Chief Powhatan to tell him of what we had seen.
Lord, men! I want every man here in high suspicion. Hilliard, fetch the prisoner. Quickly.
A
Cowboy
prisoner?
man.
You cannot be serious.
We need every man. Tis time, Edward. The box. Men, gather round. Now that we have set foot on the shores of Virginia, it is time to read the charter. By command of His Royal Majesty, King James, and under the provisions set forth in the Virginia Charter, it is hereby ordered and decreed that this colony must be made to pay for itself through profits by trade, tribute, and manufacture. All gold must be weighed and measured, and a proper account thereof made. Weapons are banned as trade goods with the naturals, nor may the naturals be taught craft or skill. This would allow them to produce their own weapons, and would be
What about the council? Get on with it.
Read the names of the men who will govern.
Very well. The following names have been chosen to sit on council. Mr. Edward Wingfield, gentleman. Captain Bartholomew Gosnell, captain of the Godspeed. Myself, Christopher Newport, captain of the Susan Constant. Mr. George Kendall, gentleman. Mr. John Martin, gentlemen. Captain John Radcliffe, captain of the Discovery. From amongst these men will be chosen a president, whose vote shall carry the weight of 2. The council shall be in session effective immediately to dispense all further business. Men,
You called but 6. What name remains uncalled?
every man today prepared to serve has been called.
7 names are required.
6 men shall serve.
Tell us the name.
His. It is yours, John Smith.
I shall take my rightful place on this council without delay.
This council is no place for a man of your temper.
You think it wise to restrict your counsel to fellow imbeciles?
You insult men you seek to lead.
I insult men who fail to
You
lead.
will not sit on this council.
You don't know where the crown of my king!
I speak with his full authority. You will follow me or remain in chains. Men, tomorrow we will claim this land for England. And if the Naturals attack us again, we will bring their wretched souls to goodness.
What injury can it be to people of any nation for Christians to come unto their shores? We shall kill any savage who does not convert.
We lack the powder and men for such recklessness.
If they prove to be good fighters, we should force them into service against the Spanish.
Smith, what are you writing in there?
The true account of our voyage.
But why?
We have men here who seek reward with no work. Others are the shame of their families. Still others seek gold and glory. Many men can fight. Few men write.
But will we all have to fight?
And don't be nervous, boy.
But can't we someday live at peace with the savages?
Well, one day, men like you will choose.
It was the moment before the moment of change. I did not yet see the fresh danger.
We claim this land by the authority of God and King or England!
England! Lord, let the light of thy countenance shine upon us, for thou hast put gladness in my heart. Lord, I shall lay me down in both peace and sleep, for thou makest me only to dwell in safety.
They put together 2 planks of wood in the form of a man. They put the man in the sand. They worship the man made of wood.
All people that on earth do well, sing to the Lord with cheerful voice. Him serve with mirth, his praise foretell. Come ye before him and rejoice.
When they sang, squirrels and rabbits ran away.
We have no refuge, none
Savagery!
Gaya, Atamasku!
Let him go. He's just a boy. Prophet, let the boy go. Run. We the officer's friendship. Let us proceed, but be cautious.
The intruders did not bring women. They did not plant corn. They only ate the fish if the fish jumped out of the water directly into their arms. If we lived as they lived, we would not live long.
How does it feel to be freed of the shackles, John? Temporarily.
I don't see any gold. Well, greetings, savage of the ugly tribe. Why, that's a nice dress you're wearing, milady.
With all your education, sir, I think you'd have more sense.
I've sense enough to have you whipped. Don't forget your place.
And don't forget yours, sir. English ships have been coming to these shores for 30 years. Keep up this foolishness, and you will surely help us find the savages that speak English.
My father welcomed the intruders, reciting the legends of our land.
Oh no, sir. If he speaks for an hour, it is a local chief. If he speaks until sunrise, it is power dad.
Chief. Drink. No poison. The celebration drink. Pour yourself.
Stand back.
Quarter your musket, sir.
Oh, it's okay. I can hit it from
The
here.
naturals seek to learn the range of our weapons.
What shall you do with a drunken sailor? What can you do with a drunken sailor? What can you do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning.
Scream like fools or devils.
They have more potential for baptism than the Irish.
And secure the bannisters and let us take our leave. Thank you, great chief. We are in your debt. Johnny. place to build. It is just upriver from here.
It's almost due west.
Aye.
Deep water for our ships.
Aye. The peninsula will allow our scouts to warn of Spanish invaders from all directions.
Why do you have us have our houses where the naturals do not live?
To choose a location they occupy would provoke war.
Aye.
To the glory of the king, it shall be called Fort James.
Excellent, Edward. Excellent.
I have something for you. Look.
This boy was different. He was gentle.
Water. No, you keep it.
Oh, come.
I have to go.
Hurry, boy, we'll miss the top.
I'm coming.
Winslow was now a man. He would take his place in the warrior circle. Our baskets of grain grew scarce. Shiny beef did not stop hunger. The great Chief Powhatan had offered the tribe of James friendship. The intruders responded by building walls from tall trees. It was the gesture of an enemy with plans to stay.
We waste men to send boards back to England. Men should be planting, or fishing, or looking for gold.
Investors realize it takes time to mine gold.
There is no gold.
You do not know that.
If there was gold, the naturals would display it. The land is the gold.
Be more careful in your work.
You stayed idly amongst us and filed complaint upon my labor.
My servants' work.
I breached no argument with your servants, sir.
It would be my injury, but you are certain death.
Stop this brawling at once.
Neither of you are with the shilling.
You forget yourself, Archer. I am a gentleman and president of this council.
Some men work and some do not. Why do you permit it?
We each play our part.
And your part? Your part is to feed you slop while you eat well? Deny that you've not hoarded oatmeal, beef, and eggs for those few that you favor.
You and any man so certain of these rumors may search my quarters. If you find a crumb more of victuals than my favorite tea, I will stand for the punishment deemed fit.
You think we do not see?
You allow such insubordination. Is this wise?
If I were to hang every man with a distaste for you, I would hardly have enough men to build a shack. Perhaps you should defend your reputation as a layabout in some less public venue.
Look, it's all food without left for winter, and it's full of maggots and lice.
Build a platform in the middle of the room. A servant will tend it day and night.
These half measures will be our death. We must trade with the naturals before we starve.
There is trade.
We must trade guns.
It is forbidden.
If you keep this up, you will kill us all.
If you men toiled with half the vigor you reserve for complaint, whole cities would be built.
Ha!
What is this?
Fresh eyes. This may be a trap.
Listen, boy, cause us no harm.
Hey! Stop! Defend the word!
The intruders called upon their god's mighty thunder, the sky exploding on their command.
Morton, how goes it, man?
So many sailors have told stories of chunks of gold washed up in the shallows guarded by big green crabs. If I could have gold, I could go home and be a new man.
You will go home. You will be a fine man.
Even in death, truth must take disguise and give comfort.
Shh. Quiet man.
The aggressiveness of the savages could not be predicted.
I spoke many warnings to you myself. We shall roll the cannons from the ship and post them at each corner. We must secure the walls, or the savages will determine our destiny.
By whose orders do you make these rules?
I do it upon the graves of those that we must now bury. We were foolish not to plant, and the preparation of our victuals was ill-advised. And now, each hour, we must expect the certain fury of Powhatan. Men shall hunt in groups. No man shall step outside these walls without weapons and a partner. Every man will surrender all provisions for strict ration. We will continue to trade with the savages. That which they will not trade, we will steal. Captain Newport will leave for England at once with as few men and supplies that may be safely planned.
And now you presume to speak even for our captain?
I speak plainly of what is necessary to survive. Each of you shall be known by your deeds. He that will not work shall not eat. We will bury the dead inside at night.
That will risk disease.
Increase the line. The savages must never know the count of our dead.
This must be put to a vote.
Is not necessary. I will leave in 2 days.
The big ship sailed away. The intruders stayed behind their walls. We knew the season of ice would bring an end to the tribe of James. When they were gone, life in my tribe would get back to how it had always been. Now Powhatan chose my father to be chief of our village.
Hey-ya, hey-ya, hey-ya. Hey-ya, hey-ya, hey-ya. Hey-ya, hey-ya, hey-ya. Hey-ya, hey-ya, hey-ya. Citas, Natasama, Tipokato, Anaku! Sarito, Wawinchapuk, Kentek.
Listen. Read it. Lisa.
How dare you? I am president of this council.
The first foe of all great men is temptation.
You shall hang.
So they keep saying, proceed!
As you know, President Wingfield has been under a cloud of suspicion regarding the possession of private rations.
Fool, you have discovered my personal tea.
You know this is not tea. All these provisions were concealed.
Some men in their hunger accuse me.
We inspected your quarters. 1,000 tiny ants reveal your secret.
I knew nothing of this. My friend did not share his spoils with me.
Not much of a friend.
You cannot arrest me for his crime.
No, not for his. This colony has waited 4 months for the return of Captain Newport with fresh supplies of meats and nuts and grain.
Why do you lecture? I suffer as we all have suffered.
Mr. Kendall, do your duties include the preparation of the dead for final rest?
Of what are you accusing me?
The most unspeakable of crimes.
What crime? You bear false witness against my good name.
Famine gives birth to treachery. In death, we keep our sacred contract with one another. It is forbidden to require of the corpse further sacrifice, no matter how desperate your hunger.
You cannot accuse me of such horror without a witness.
That is true. The dead may never testify, but a corpse, through its wounds, may accuse. I shall give every man here a shovel for the grim task of evidence. Hang them. They must be hanged. These men will be stripped of their membership on this council immediately and a new president chosen. Show them mercy because they are gentlemen. Mercy holds no sway with me. Titles even less. Able-bodied men shall not hang. In time, they will face the charges brought against them. Take them away.
You must become president, John, or we will all die.
I am a soldier, blunt and plain. Let me stand as your faithful ambassador instead. I will travel upriver soon to trade with Powhatan himself. Perhaps I could convince him that we could be helpful against his other enemies.
You and the great chief are friends now.
No, my friends keep threatening to kill me.
And if Powhatan kills you?
It will be a swifter death than the one he has planned for us inside these walls. Let's look away.
We were now fighting for our lives.
Okay, boss. Let us shoot.
After speaking with my mother, my father ordered Winslow to stay and protect our village.
Far enough, men. Rest here. But be cautious. I'll scout further ahead. Discharge your weapon to signal my return at the first sign of Natchez.
What's all this talk about Smith for president?
Fresh eyes.
Would that not be a step down from emperor? Shall I fire in the air to warn Smith? Hold it. Remember, only Smith can trade with the natives. We're sent here for grain. More grain than I've seen in weeks.
He likes it.
Hey, catch her! Hey!
Archer! Hop! Archer! Hop! Kidek! Kidek into the Powhatan! Powhatan! Kidek! Look! Take me to Powhatan. Compass. Magic. Powhatan. Magic.
How could such a man be a great warrior? He wore the threads of a pauper, but led his men like a chief. He had faced our warriors without fear. How did he make the stick in the box move? Did he have other powers of a god? The great Chief Powhatan knew that fierce enemies can become loyal friends. Perhaps now the hostile tribes to the north to be conquered with the help of this new chief.
Am I being fattened for slaughter?
Nasitas! Sama! Tipokicho! Usa! Penquest! Nasitas! Sama! Maiga! Stop!
Once again, my husband protected the village from the attacks of my little brother.
Kiss him off. Mackinac, kiss him off. You attack us with tricks and magic, but I walk through your front door. I shall not leave until there's enough savage blood to fill my barrels. Make one move and die.
Jonas, what are you doing?
I do what others are afraid to do. You eat like kings while my people die from lack of food. You'll attack us when we're weak and kill us all, but I will not wait. Who will fight me now? The boy. This is the boy who led the ambush. You think I do not know the boy who killed my friends? No! Oh. Move, Hilliard. Step aside. Stop it! Stop it with that drum! Watchakawa! Nikiskama! Mahone! Nikiskama! Lakua! Hang on, Lakua! Thank you.
All things come together like the rim of a drum. From the earth, all life does rise and then in turn repose. Captain John Smith became the chief of his people. More ships came and more men to serve their chief. The intruders learned to fish and began to plant. Their women and children followed soon after. Winslow, my beloved husband, became a mighty warrior. We had many sons. When my father died, Winslow became the chief of my village. When the great chief Powhatan died, his brother, Opechancanough, led a mighty battle to eliminate the intruders. Winslow killed many men that day. The story of his death is told today by the elders of my tribe. The English planted tobacco fields as far as a man could see. Each ship sent away was full of the crop. Soon, we were the intruders on the sacred soil of our fathers and their fathers before them. Dawn holds the hand of dusk, and dusk the hand of night. In death we are promised birth. It is our promise of a new sun.
Bravo! Bravo! Woo, woo, woo! Bravo! 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 Yeah, Costandina! Bye!